Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Hukamnama today is from Dhanaasaree Rag by Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj on Ang 662. Dhanaasaree Mahalla Pehla Chor Salahe Cheet Na Pijai Je Badi Kare Ta Tasu Na Chijai Chor Ki Hama Pare Na Koe चोर किया चंगा क्यों होए सुन मन अंधे कुत्ते कूड़ियार बिन बोले बुझिए सचियार रहाओ चोर सवाले ओ चोर सियाणा खोटे का मुल एक दुगाना जे साथ रखिए दीजर लाए जा परखिए खोटा होए जाए जैसा करे सो तैसा पावे आप बीज आपे ही खावे जे वड्याइयां आपे खाए जेही सुरत ते है राहे जाए जे सौ कूड़िया कूड़ कुबाड़ भावै सब आखो संसार तुद भावै अदी परवान नानक जाने जान सुजान. Satguru Ji begins the Shabad today by saying, Chor Salahe Cheet Na Pija. If a thief, the word Chor means a thief that would be coming again and again repeatedly in this entire Shabad. Satguru Ji says that if a thief goes to the palace of a king and he robs that king, and after robbing that king, he says that starts praising that very king, saying that this king is very generous, he is very merciful, hoping that by doing so, by praising the king, he would be able to be just let off for the crime of robbery, for the crime of stealing that he has committed. Then Maharaj Ji says, Cheet na pija. This is not possible. Just by externally praising someone, but his deeds caused harm to that person by stealing, it will not come to any avail. Je badi kare ta tasu na chije. And then Maharaj Ji speaks on the other end or the other spectrum. The word badi means buriyai, or when a thief starts saying bad things, then what happens is no change whatsoever happens to the person that the thief is trying to just speak bad about, because the thief's actions are so lowly that whatever he does externally amounts to nothing. Chor ki hama pare na koe. Guru Nanak Pasha Ji is saying, look, no one will ever stand by a thief. No one will take any form of accountability or any form of responsibility for a person who is a thief. Chor kiya changa kyun hoye? Because in Sikhi, in the whole entire spectrum of spirituality, it is mankind's actions that is always judged. And here Maharaj Ji says, Chor kiya changa kyun hoye? How can stealing, robbing, all these actions of a thief, how can they ever amount to any good? Sona man ande kutte kudeyar. And in the main line, Satguruji's words are very sharp here. Maharaj Ji addresses the mind, saying, listen very carefully, O my mind. And then Maharaj Ji uses three adjectives to describe the state of the mind. The first is ande, meaning blind. The mind is shrouded by the darkness of ignorance, therefore it is blind. Kutte refers to a dog. Maharaj Ji says that the mind is forever in a state of greed, just like a dog. Kudeyar refers to a state where someone is constantly lying, constantly shrouded in falsehood. Bin bole bujiye sachiyar rahao. And in the Raghav Pankti, Maharaji says, listen very carefully, O my mind, you are constantly lying. You are constantly greedy. You are constantly blinded by your ignorance. But you need to know that even without you trying to speak, trying to justify whatever that you're doing, Vaheguru, God knows everything that runs outside and inside you. Chor sawale o chor seana. Then Maharaj Ji goes on to describe, look, even if a thief is very good looking on the outside, even if a thief is very smart, educated from the outside, khote ka mul ek dagana. Maharaj Ji says, a thief is just like a counterfeit currency, a coin or a note that is not worth as much as the original. Now, even if you carry a counterfeit coin or a piece of note, a currency, together with the original ones, the ones that are accepted, even if you mix all of those other original authentic coins with the fake one, Satguruji says, listen very carefully. What happens is, ja parkhiye khota hoye jaye. Now, when the time comes to pay someone, when the time comes to part from these coins or notes, then you realize that this particular coin, this particular note, this particular currency, it is not original, it is not authentic, it is found to be fake, it is found to be false. Similarly, Maharaj is saying, a person that is filled with lies, a person that proclaims to be something else, but he or she is a thief inside, even if they mix around with proper people that are decent, during times of judgment, they will be known to be false. Jaisa kare so taisa pave. Now Maharaji says the ultimate truth. What you do, what your actions are, that would be the very fruit that you will receive. Your actions will define you. Aap bij ape hi khave. Because this entire creation is known to be Karam Bhumi, or earth where seeds of actions are planted. If you've planted the seed of an apple tree, only an apple tree will sprout out of that. Similarly, if your actions are wicked, if your actions are evil, it will only bring forth the same very thing. Maharaji says, even if a person who is a thief, meaning hides, secretly does evil acts, all these kinds of lies, robbery that we look at, Maharaji is saying, even if a person with such low deeds, if he praises himself, speaks greatly about himself to appear great in front of the entire world, Jehi Surt Te Hai Rahe Jaye. Maharaji says where his surti is. Surti here means his very consciousness, the very state of his mind, where he stands in accordance to his very understanding, his state of being. That will be the path his life will take. Jaisau Kuriya Kud Kabad. And then Maharaji says, even if a person says so many countless lies, so many different fabricated falsehoods, Maharaji says, a person like that remains to be a liar, despite his very big amount of talks. Satguruji says, Je sau kuriyan, kud kabad. Even if he fabricates so many other lies to conceal himself, he remains to be a fraud. He remains to be a person who is a liar. He remains to be a thief. Pave sab akho sansar. Even if the entire world may call him good, even if the entire world thinks he's a very decent person based on his external lies, but God knows what is the truth. Tud pave adi parvan. Now Maharaj Ji says in the last two lines, Tud pave, if it pleases you, Vaheguru, adi parvan. The word adi, ti means buddhi, or someone that is smart. And with the addition of in front, it becomes without. A person without a smart intellect, meaning a foolish person. If it pleases you, Vaheguru, even a foolish person is approved. Nanak jane, jaan sujaan. Because Vaheguru Sache Pasha, the true Lord, the person who created all of us, he knows everything. He is wise. He is all-knowing. Nothing remains hidden from Vaheguru, for he knows our true inner state. Tud pave adi parvan, Nanak jane jaan sujaan. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki